Have you ever woken up with heavy, weak legs and felt like you were losing your physical strength as the years went by? Well, you should know that almost 99% of seniors don't understand why this happens, and worst of all, this loss of strength can begin silently, even without falls or accidents, reducing your muscular capacity by up to 3% per year. But here's the good news: recent studies show that it is possible to start regaining strength in your legs in just 12 hours, as long as you eat the right foods. In this video you will discover 8 powerful foods that activate your muscles, improve circulation, and reduce inflammation naturally. And the best part, they were all tested on real elderly people, with surprising results. In fact, food number 3 is more effective than many medicines, and almost no one consumes it daily. Before we start, write in the comments which city or country you are watching from. We read and respond to each message with care. The 8 foods to strengthen your legs. 8. Pumpkin seeds. It may seem simple, but these seeds are a very rich source of magnesium, an essential mineral for muscle contraction and relaxation. A lack of it causes cramps, muscle fatigue, and even failures in movement coordination. A study published in the Magnesium Research showed that elderly people with low magnesium levels were almost twice as tired during walking tests, compared to those who had adequate levels. Additionally, pumpkin seeds are rich in zinc and good fats, which help balance hormones and control inflammation, 2 crucial factors for maintaining muscle strength in old age. How to consume: just 2 tablespoons a day are enough to start the muscle recovery process. Soak the seeds overnight to reduce phytic acid and improve nutrient absorption. You can add them to your morning smoothie, sprinkle them on yogurt, or add them to oatmeal. And remember, no salt. 7. Sour cherry juice. It may seem like just another trendy natural drink, but tart cherry juice is a real ally for muscle strength in older people. Rich in anthocyanins, powerful plant compounds, this juice fights inflammation, improves circulation, and speeds up muscle recovery after exercise. Another important benefit: it helps to eliminate lactic acid more quickly, the acid responsible for muscle pain and stiffness after walking, climbing stairs, or carrying something heavy. Including a glass of tart cherry juice in your routine can reduce leg pain, improve physical performance, and accelerate muscle regeneration in a natural way. Science behind the results. These recommendations are not guesses, they are based on scientific evidence, with real studies applied to elderly people. All data and reliable sources are in the video description. And there's still a lot more to come. In the next few minutes, you'll learn about surprising foods that can increase leg strength by over 30% in a single day. And one of them is completely ignored by most people. A study published in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports revealed that elderly people who consumed 2 servings of tart cherry juice daily felt 23% less muscle pain and presented significant improvement in thigh muscle strength, especially after walking and climbing stairs. The most impressive thing? The results usually show up between 8 and 12 hours after consumption, especially if your legs are already sore or stiff. It is important to highlight, we are not talking about common cherries or industrialized juices mixed with sugar. The ideal juice is 100% pure tart cherry juice, with no added sugar or preservatives. It is highly concentrated. 1 small glass contains the anti-inflammatory equivalent of hundreds of fresh cherries. Practical tip: drink about 6 to 8 ounces, 180 milliliters, after exercise or at night. If the taste is too strong, dilute it with a little water. This simple habit can improve your mood when walking, climbing stairs, and even reduce that uncomfortable stiffness when waking up. For those who feel pain or tingling in their legs in the morning, sour cherry juice, it's more than just a drink, it's a quick and effective muscle recovery tool. 6. Cooked spinach. This often underrated dark green vegetable is a real muscle booster for the elderly. It is not only rich in iron and calcium, which already helps a lot, but it also contains natural nitrates, magnesium and potassium, essential nutrients for muscle oxygenation, muscle contraction, and good communication between nerves and muscles. The secret lies in the way it is prepared. When cooking spinach, the water breaks down the oxalates, substances that prevent the absorption of minerals, allowing the body to make better use of its nutrients. According to a study published in Frontiers in Physiology, elderly people who consumed foods rich in nitrates, such as spinach, had an increase of up to 16% in leg performance. And more, another study, in Journal of Nutrition, demonstrated that a single serving of cooked spinach already improved walking speed and muscular endurance in just 12 hours, especially in people over 65 years of age. This happens because nitrates are transformed into nitric oxide in the body, dilating blood vessels and improving circulation to the legs. Result? More oxygen and nutrients for the muscles, which speeds up recovery and reduces fatigue. How to prepare: sauté fresh leaves with a little olive oil, garlic, and lemon juice. Avoid cooking for too long to avoid losing nutrients. It can be served as a side dish, in omelets or soups. Include a cup of cooked spinach in your lunch or dinner and feel the difference in your legs the next day. 5. Lentils. They may look simple, but lentils are true fuels for aging muscles. Each seed offers the ideal combination of complex carbohydrates, proteins, and essential minerals such as iron, magnesium, and potassium. Lentils provide energy gradually, ideal for those who feel tired after standing for long periods, walking or climbing stairs. A study published in Journal of Gerontology showed that elderly people who consumed lentils daily for 2 weeks had 22% more leg strength than those who ate refined carbohydrates. Additionally, during prolonged standing tests, participants also reported less pain, better balance, and faster muscle responses. And at the cellular level, lentils are rich in leucine, an essential amino acid that accelerates muscle regeneration. They also help stabilize blood sugar levels and improve intestinal health, which promotes nutrient absorption and inflammation control. How to consume: choose dried lentils, cooked with turmeric, garlic, or lemon. Avoid canned versions, which contain a lot of sodium and preservatives. You can include them in soups, purees, or as a side dish with cooked vegetables. A cup at lunch or dinner helps recharge your muscles for the next day. 4. Salmon. Salmon is known for its heart benefits, but it is also one of the most effective foods for restoring muscle strength in the legs, especially as we age. It's rich in high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and vitamin D, a powerful triad for muscle recovery and strengthening. Omega-3s fight inflammation, vitamin D improves calcium absorption, and protein is essential for rebuilding muscle fibers. In a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, elderly people who consumed salmon 3 times a week showed an increase of 24% in leg strength, especially in the muscles around your knees and thighs, in just 10 days. The researchers noticed a reduction of inflammation between muscles and an increase in the production of muscle proteins right after meals. Another study showed that elderly people with mobility difficulties improved walking distance and leg strength after introducing salmon into their diet. How to prepare: grilled with herbs, roasted with vegetables, or as a cold salad. The important thing is to maintain regular consumption, at least 2 to 3 times a week for visible results. Omega-3 supplements have already shown positive results in reducing muscle fatigue in the elderly. The reason? The fatty acids EPA and DHA, found in salmon, penetrate directly into muscle cells, combating inflammatory substances that cause stiffness and hinder recovery. While vitamin D helps control muscle contractions and prevents cramps, salmon protein repairs damaged fibers. Whenever possible, choose wild salmon, which is more nutritious than farmed salmon. Prepare it with olive oil, herbs, and lemon, baked or grilled. Avoid fried foods or sweet sauces. Just a 100g portion at dinner can improve leg strength and reduce morning pain. Salmon is much more than just a healthy food, it's an effective muscle recovery strategy for those looking to maintain an active lifestyle after 60. 3rd place, quinoa, a powerful plant source. Quinoa, which is not very well known, is an excellent ally for strengthening leg muscles, especially for those looking for plant-based alternatives to animal protein. Despite being a seed, it is often considered a grain and stands out for containing all 9 essential amino acids for muscle growth and repair, something rare in the plant world. In addition, it is rich in iron, magnesium, potassium, and vitamin E, nutrients that help with circulation, energy, and inflammation control. A study by Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition showed that adults who consumed quinoa after physical activity had more resistance and less muscle pain the following day. Another Brazilian study concluded that elderly people who ate quinoa for lunch performed much better in walking tests, compared to those who ate white rice or bread. This is due to its slow digestion, which keeps energy levels stable and prevents night cramps thanks to magnesium. Wash thoroughly before cooking to remove bitter compounds, saponins. Cook in water or broth with a little salt until soft. It can be served with vegetables, in salads, soups, or even for breakfast with eggs and spinach. Include a portion in your lunch or dinner to notice more energy and firmness in your legs in a few hours. 2nd place, beetroot, accelerated energy and circulation. Beetroot isn't just a colorful vegetable, it's a true natural tonic for your legs. Rich in natural nitrates, this root vegetable stimulates the production of nitric oxide, a substance that dilates blood vessels and improves oxygen delivery to muscles. This is essential to combat the feeling of heaviness, stiffness, and weakness in the legs, which is common with age. A study in Journal of Gerontology showed that elderly people who drank beetroot juice before walking increased their speed and muscle performance by up to 19%. Another study, published in the journal Hypertension, showed improvements in blood pressure and arterial flexibility, which directly impacts mobility and resistance to fatigue. You don't have to eat the root raw, you can boil it, bake it, or blend it with fruit. For quick results, drink a small glass of pure beetroot juice first thing in the morning or half an hour before exercising. The effect is almost immediate. Legs feel lighter, more agile, and more resistant to fatigue. First place, bone broth, deep reconstruction. First place goes to bone broth. More than just a soup, it's a concentrated elixir of nutrients. Rich in collagen, gelatin, amino acids and minerals, it regenerates muscles, joints, and connective tissues from the cellular level. Collagen, proline and glycine form the structural basis of muscles and help reduce inflammation, speed healing and improve mobility. A study by Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism revealed that adults who consumed collagen-rich bone broth had a 36% increase in muscle strength and flexibility in just 1 week. Another Japanese study indicated that glycine increased muscle regeneration and recovery by more than 40% in elderly people after just 1 day of consumption. This is because the broth already contains nutrients in liquid form, facilitating their absorption and immediate action in the body. After walking, physical therapy, or even light exercise, many seniors who consume bone broth report significant improvements, less stiffness, smoother movements, and firmer steps, all within a few hours. For best results, choose homemade broth or high-quality versions made with bones from free-range chicken or grass-fed beef. Cook for at least 12 hours with apple cider vinegar, garlic, and herbs to extract the maximum nutrients. The ideal is to drink the broth warm, on an empty stomach, in the morning or right after physical activity. Just 1 cup provides a real boost of nutrients that help with muscle and joint recovery almost immediately. Bone broth is more than just a comforting meal, it's a powerful fuel that quickly and effectively nourishes your muscles. 5 morning tips to boost the effects of food. Before closing, here are 5 practical tips to make the most of the foods mentioned in this video. These small changes, implemented starting today, can speed up the absorption of nutrients, reduce leg pain and transform your meals into true allies in recovery. Tip 1. Start your day with beetroot or tart cherry juice. As soon as you wake up, on an empty stomach, drink a glass of beetroot or sour cherry juice. Both have strong anti-inflammatory properties and improve circulation, something essential for aging legs. These drinks increase the production of nitric oxide in the blood, dilating the vessels and allowing greater oxygenation of the muscles. In less than an hour, just 180 to 240 milliliters of pure, unsweetened juice can relieve stiffness and improve movement. Drink slowly, without mixing with food, let the juice work on its own. Tip 2. Always combine protein with slow-absorbing carbohydrates. 2229, muscles need protein, yes, but they also need constant energy to use it effectively. So always combine protein sources like salmon, bone broth, or spinach with complex carbohydrates like quinoa or lentils. This combination prevents sudden energy spikes and drops when climbing stairs, walking or standing for long periods of time. It also prevents leg fatigue that usually occurs in the middle of the day. Examples: lentil soup with roasted vegetables or quinoa with eggs and spinach. Small choices, big results. Tip 3. Drink bone broth 20 minutes after walking. After any morning activity, a brisk walk, stretching, or exercise, drink a cup of warm bone broth. At this time, your body is more receptive to absorbing collagen, glycine, and other essential amino acids. This simple practice can relieve pain, regenerate tissue, and prevent stiffness in the knees or calves in the early hours of the day. Adopt this habit and notice the difference by the end of the afternoon. Tip 4. Do you have leg cramps? Start your day with soaked pumpkin seeds. Feeling heavy, involuntary contractions or wobbly legs when waking up? It could be a lack of magnesium, zinc and potassium, 3 essential minerals for healthy muscle contractions. Pumpkin seeds are rich in these nutrients, but for the body to absorb them properly, it is important to soak them overnight. This neutralizes the phytic acid, which interferes with mineral absorption. How to consume: add to a smoothie or eat with fruit. A handful a day can help prevent spasms and give your legs more stability. If you often wake up with cramps or stiffness in your calves when getting out of bed, this is the perfect tip. 2 tablespoons of hydrated pumpkin seeds can be your natural morning remedy. Tip 5. Include some cooked spinach in your breakfast. It may be just a small portion. Spinach is rich in natural nitrates which improve blood flow in the legs. And when it is cooked, the body absorbs these nutrients more easily. Sauté with olive oil and garlic, mix into warm quinoa or add to scrambled eggs. The most important thing is to make it a habit. Studies show that daily consumption of vegetables rich in nitrate is linked to stronger, faster legs, often with improvement within the same day. The truth behind leg strength. You just met 8 powerful foods that do more than just strengthen muscles. They act clinically, visibly, and effectively, within 12 hours. None of this is marketing. It's science. Each food acts on a part of the puzzle. Pumpkin seeds, rich in magnesium. Sour cherry, reduces inflammation. Beet, improves circulation. Bone broth, provides collagen to regenerate joints. When combined, results happen. Together, these foods form a complete plan to restore stability, reduce fatigue, and restore the natural strength of your legs. Age is not the real villain of leg weakness. Most of the time, the problem lies in the nutrition, circulation, and muscle recovery, and your body responds when you give it what it needs. It's in your hands. Transformation begins on the plate. You start to walk more firmly, feel lighter, and gain confidence to live independently. And it all starts with what you choose to put on your plate. This is your challenge. Choose one of the 8 foods and try it still today. Tomorrow morning, notice your legs. You may feel more balance, more control, and less stiffness. Then choose another one. Keep stacking, one food at a time. Your recovery is in your hands. This is your moment. Which of these foods are you most excited to try? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. If this video helped you, click no like. This helps other people find this transformative content. And for more science-based tips on maintaining strength, balance, and independence, subscribe to the channel. Your legs are your foundation. If you take good care of them, they will take you further than you can imagine.